Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay close attention today because what I am about to share with you could change the trajectory of your life forever. There is a secret that most successful people understand. Most people are chasing recognition, chasing validation, chasing the applause of the world, and in doing so, they sabotage their own progress. Let me tell you something right now. The key to greatness is to focus on yourself and work hard in silence. When you stop broadcasting your dreams and start building them quietly, you position yourself for results that will shock everyone, including yourself. Imagine for a moment that every word you speak, every post you make, every declaration of what you're going to do is like spending a coin from your bank of influence. Most people spend these coins carelessly, thinking that by telling the world what they plan to accomplish, they are creating momentum. But here's the truth. Every time you announce your intentions prematurely, you are giving away energy that could have been invested in building the very thing you claim to want. Silence is not weakness. It is strategy. The greatest achievers in history understood this principle. They worked quietly, deliberately, without seeking applause, validation, or approval. And when their time came, the impact was undeniable. Silence allows you to preserve your energy for the work that matters. When your focus is fragmented by the opinions of others, the envy of peers, or the pressure of public expectation, your potential diminishes. Think about this: energy follows attention. Where you place your attention, your results will follow. If your attention is constantly on broadcasting your plans or defending your choices, the energy that should have gone into execution is lost. The more quiet you become about your ambitions, the more power you channel directly into your craft, into your skill, and into the results you are capable of achieving. Working in silence also sharpens your observation skills. When you are not busy explaining yourself or defending your goals to others, you begin to see opportunities that the loudest people in the room cannot perceive. Patterns, strategies, and openings reveal themselves to those who are patient and attentive. The world is full of noise, full of people shouting about what they are going to do, full of distractions and drama. By choosing silence, you rise above the chaos and position yourself to act with clarity, precision, and power. You become like a hunter in the wild, quiet, patient, and strategic, waiting for the exact moment to strike. And when you do, the results are so impactful that no one can question your ability. Silence also builds anticipation and authority. People are naturally drawn to those who do not feel the need to prove themselves constantly. When you are quietly producing results while others are busy talking about theirs, your credibility grows without a single word. The results themselves become your loudest voice. This is the essence of influence, the ability to command respect and attention through excellence and consistency, not through noise or empty promises. Another important aspect of working quietly is that it allows you to focus on mastery rather than recognition. Recognition is fleeting. Mastery is permanent. When your energy is spent on demonstrating how hard you are working or how ambitious you are sacrificing time that could be spent refining your skills, deepening your knowledge, and strengthening your discipline. True power comes from developing competence, integrity, and value in silence. Those who master their craft quietly often leave a legacy that speaks for itself. In the end, the people who achieve extraordinary results are rarely the loudest in the room. They are the ones who understand the hidden power of silence. They invest their energy in action, in preparation, and in strategic focus. They understand that what you produce in private, in dedication and discipline, is what ultimately creates an impact so strong, so undeniable, that the world cannot ignore it. When you embrace silence as your superpower, you transform your approach to success, positioning yourself for results that are powerful, lasting, and unmistakable. Too many people are obsessed with talking about their goals instead of taking the actions necessary to achieve them. They spend more energy explaining what they are going to do than actually doing it. Let me tell you something. Words are cheap. Everyone can talk about what they plan to accomplish, but very few have the discipline, the courage, and the consistency to turn those words into tangible results. If you want to stand out, if you want to make an impact, you must understand that results speak louder than words. It is action, execution, and relentless focus that separates dreamers from achievers. Every time you announce what you are going to do before you do it, you expose yourself to doubt, criticism, and pressure that can derail your progress. The world is full of people who will either discourage you, envy you, or try to convince you that your goals are impossible. When your energy is focused on convincing others of your intentions, you are no longer fully focused on accomplishing them. But when you redirect that same energy into work, into consistent action, into mastering your craft, your results will eventually speak for themselves in a way that no words ever could. There is a power in letting your achievements become the testimony of your abilities. Think about the most successful people you know. Are they constantly talking about what they will do next? Or are they quietly producing, consistently delivering, and achieving results that leave people stunned? The truth is, the world respects competence over conversation. It respects discipline over discussion. The louder people shout about what they plan to do, the smaller their impact often becomes. But those who focus on action, who put in the work every single day without seeking approval or applause, create momentum that builds invisibly until it becomes unstoppable. The results they produce are not only undeniable, they are magnetic. When you focus on producing results, you also develop credibility and trust. Words can inspire temporarily, but results create lasting influence. People will follow, invest, and believe in you not because you said you would achieve something, but because you actually achieved it. Your results become your brand, your authority, and your proof. This principle is critical in business, relationships, and personal growth. Every action, every decision, every discipline step compounds into outcomes that define your reputation far more powerfully than your speech ever could. Results also teach lessons that words cannot. When you take action, you learn, you adapt, and you grow. Every failure becomes a lesson, every small victory a foundation. Words alone cannot provide this growth, only consistent action can. The more you focus on achieving, the more refined your skills become, the more resilient your mindset grows, and the more unstoppable you become. The most powerful asset you will ever own is not your car, your house, or your bank account. It is you. Yet, so many people treat themselves as if growth is optional, as if learning, improving, and evolving is a luxury rather than a necessity. Let me tell you the truth. If you do not invest in yourself every single day, no one else will, and your potential will remain unfulfilled. Success is not a matter of luck or chance. It is a matter of preparation, discipline, and relentless commitment to personal development. The question you must ask yourself is this: are you building yourself every day, or are you letting life build you through circumstances you cannot control? Investing in yourself requires intentionality. It is not just about reading a book once or attending a seminar occasionally. It is about creating a daily system that compounds over time. Every skill you learn, every habit you master, every piece of knowledge you acquire becomes interest on your personal investment. Small actions taken consistently produce exponential results. Imagine planting a seed today and watering it daily. Over time, that seed grows into a tree that provides shade, fruit, and protection for years to come. That is the power of daily self-investment. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for the right time to invest in themselves. They say, I'll start next month, or I'll start when I have more money. Let me challenge you, there is no perfect time. Your life will not wait for your readiness. Those who succeed are the ones who start now, who leverage whatever resources they have today to grow themselves. Knowledge, skill, mindset, and health are the currencies of success. The more you invest in these areas, the more unstoppable you become in every facet of your life. Investing in yourself daily also builds confidence and resilience. When you commit to constant improvement, you begin to see results, even small ones, and those results fuel your momentum. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstances because your growth becomes your armor and your power. Every day you learn something new. Every day you sharpen your skill. Every day you strengthen your mindset. You are adding value to yourself that no one can take away. This is how empires are built, quietly, steadily, and with intentional effort. Here's the thing, when you invest in yourself, you are not just preparing for opportunity, you are creating it. People who are prepared, who are skilled, and who are constantly improving attract the resources, connections, and doors that others can only dream about. Your daily investment compounds in ways you cannot always see immediately, but over time, it becomes unstoppable momentum. Imagine showing up one day fully equipped, trained, and prepared while everyone else is scrambling. That is the power of consistent self-investment. Investing in yourself is not selfish, it is strategic. It is the foundation of wealth, influence, and success in every area of life. Your time, your energy, and your focus are the most valuable currencies you possess. The more you put into developing yourself, the greater the return you will see in your career, relationships, health, and overall quality of life. When you embrace daily self-investment, you step into a life where your potential is no longer limited by circumstance, opinion, or opportunity. You become unstoppable, undeniable, and extraordinary. One of the greatest misconceptions about success is that it happens overnight. People want instant results, immediate recognition, and quick validation. Let me tell you something that most people fail to understand. Patience is not passivity, it is power. It is the quiet strength to stay committed to your process, even when the results are not immediately visible. The most successful people in the world did not achieve greatness by rushing or forcing outcomes. They achieved it by being patient, strategic, and relentless in their efforts. Understanding the power of patience separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Patience allows you to operate from a position of strategy rather than reaction. When you are in a hurry, you make mistakes. You chase opportunities that are not aligned with your purpose. You take shortcuts that compromise your integrity, and you expose yourself to unnecessary setbacks. But when you embrace patience, you can see the bigger picture, anticipate challenges, and position yourself for long-term success. Think about a farmer planting seeds. He does not demand the crop to appear overnight. He waters, nourishes, and waits, trusting the process. His patience ensures that when the time is right, the harvest is abundant and sustainable. In life, opportunities are often hidden behind timing. Those who are patient have the advantage of preparation. They are quietly building skills, expanding knowledge, and strengthening their character, while others are rushing and making noise. When the moment to act comes, they are ready. Patience gives you the clarity to identify the right opportunities, the wisdom to act decisively, and the strength to endure challenges without giving up. The world may try to rush you, but your results will be stronger and more sustainable because you respected the process. Patience also teaches resilience. Life will test you with delays, setbacks, and obstacles. Most people give up at the first sign of resistance, but patience allows you to persevere. Every delay is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to refine your approach. Every setback is a chance to strengthen your mindset and sharpen your strategy. When you develop the discipline to wait, to endure, and to continue taking consistent action without immediate reward, you cultivate a power that cannot be taken away by anyone or anything. Another critical aspect of patience is perspective. When you are patient, you are not focused solely on short-term gratification. You understand that true success is built over time. You are willing to invest in long-term goals, to endure temporary discomfort, and to trust that consistent effort compounded over time will yield extraordinary results. Patience allows you to focus on what matters most rather than being distracted by temporary gains or the opinions of others. Ultimately, patience is the secret weapon of high achievers. It is the ability to control impulses, maintain focus, and stay committed to your purpose even when the world seems impatient. Those who master patience are not only able to achieve more, but they also create impact that lasts, influence that inspires, and results that are undeniable. Patience transforms effort into excellence, discipline into momentum, and preparation into unstoppable achievement. Remember, the world is not waiting for your promises. It is waiting for your performance. Every day, you choose action over explanation, execution over discussion, and results over recognition. You are building a foundation that cannot be ignored. The louder your actions, the stronger your impact, and the more undeniable your presence becomes. Results speak louder than words, and if you want the life you dream of, it is not what you say that matters. It is what you deliver consistently, strategically, and with excellence. Your energy is your most valuable asset, and yet most people treat it like it's unlimited. They allow distractions, negative people, and unnecessary drama to drain their focus, their motivation, and their willpower. Let me tell you something right now. If you don't protect your energy, you cannot protect your success. Energy is not just physical stamina. It's mental clarity, emotional stability, and spiritual power. Every thought, every action, and every interaction either builds your energy or depletes it. When you consciously choose to protect it, you position yourself to achieve more than most people could even imagine. Think about it this way. Your energy is like a bank account. Every interaction, every argument, every attempt to please someone else is a withdrawal. If you constantly spend it on the wrong people, the wrong habits, or the wrong distractions, you will eventually run dry, and your ability to achieve your goals will be compromised. But when you are strategic about where you invest your energy, you create reserves for what matters most. You focus on growth, on skill building, and on actions that compound over time. You understand that not everyone deserves a piece of your attention, and not every opinion matters. Most people fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they are scattered, constantly pulled in different directions by external pressures. Protecting your energy requires discipline. It means learning to say no to things that do not serve your purpose. It means setting boundaries with people who drain your spirit, environments that distract you, and habits that waste your time. When you do this, you create a focused field of action where every step you take moves you closer to your goals. It's not selfish, it's strategic. Here's another truth: energy attracts results. If you are drained, scattered, and emotionally exhausted, you cannot produce excellence. Excellence requires full presence, clarity, and momentum. Protecting your energy allows you to operate at your highest level consistently. When you protect your energy, your mind becomes sharper, your decisions more precise, and your actions more effective. You begin to notice opportunities that others miss. You begin to operate from a position of power rather than reaction. Silence, focus, and selective attention are the pillars of energy protection. When you choose what to engage with and what to ignore, you are building a fortress around your potential. You are making a statement your success is worth protecting, your goals are worth defending, and your time is valuable. You understand that every minute wasted on negativity or distraction is a minute stolen from your future. Energy protection is not just about avoiding drains. It's about intentional amplification. Surround yourself with people who elevate you, engage in activities that build you, and invest in habits that compound over time. The more intentional you are, the more unstoppable you become. Protecting your energy is the secret weapon of the most successful people in the world. It is the difference between those who achieve mediocrity and those who achieve greatness. When you master this, everything else becomes easier, focus becomes sharper, work becomes more productive, and results become inevitable. Most people live their lives chasing recognition instead of results. They want applause, likes validation, and acknowledgement before they have even built the foundation for success. Let me tell you something that will change your perspective forever. Preparation is far more valuable than recognition. Recognition is fleeting, temporary, and often dependent on circumstances outside your control. Preparation, on the other hand, is permanent, empowering, and positions you to achieve outcomes that cannot be ignored. When you focus on preparation, you invest in a process that compounds quietly until it produces undeniable results. Preparation allows you to create leverage in life. Think about its eye. When you are fully prepared, opportunities that others cannot see become visible to you. Doors open that seem impossible to open. People recognize competence, not intention. When you have put in the work, honed your skills, and mastered your craft, recognition becomes inevitable. But it comes on your terms at the right time, and it carries the weight of authenticity. The world rewards results, not promises, and preparation is the bridge between potential and achievement. Too many people are distracted by the desire to be seen instead of the discipline to be ready. They post about their dreams, talk about their plans, and broadcast their ambitions, thinking visibility equals progress. But visibility without preparation is fragile. It leaves you exposed to criticism, disappointment, and failure. When you prepare quietly, strategically, and consistently, you eliminate the need for validation because your results do the talking. People will notice your competence long before you seek acknowledgement, and the impact will be far more powerful than anything you could have announced prematurely. Preparation also cultivates confidence. When you know you have done the work, mastered the skills, and anticipated challenges, you approach life with authority and clarity. Confidence is not borrowed from the approval of others. It is earned through relentless preparation. Every hour you invest in learning, practicing, and strengthening your abilities builds an internal foundation that cannot be shaken by external opinion. Confidence rooted in preparation is magnetic, it attracts opportunities, and it positions you to execute at the highest level when your moment arrives. Another hidden advantage of focusing on preparation is resilience. Life will throw obstacles, setbacks, and unexpected challenges your way. Recognition alone cannot sustain you through difficulty, but preparation equips you to handle adversity with skill and poise. It ensures that when tests come, you are ready, not reactive. You are not scrambling to impress others because your value has already been established internally through your work ethic, mastery, and commitment to excellence. Finally, preparation creates momentum that recognition cannot. Momentum compounds silently, quietly, and invisibly until the results are undeniable. When you invest in preparation, rather than chasing acknowledgement, you create a life where success becomes inevitable, influence becomes natural, and impact becomes undeniable. Recognition without preparation is empty. Preparation without recognition is powerful, unstoppable, and transformational. Those who master this principle operate from a position of strength, not spectacle, and their achievements leave a legacy that speaks for itself in ways no applause ever could.